What is good, you guys? Welcome back to the report. Welcome back to a brand new video. And yes, we are double uploading today because in today's video we're going to be talking about the Miami Heat's win against the Toronto Raptors, with Bam Adebayo being back, Yurtseven's future with this team this season, and a lot of other completely different things as well. So stick around to the end of the video. Make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Very close to 1,700 subs, and let's get there as soon as possible, guys. It was a very grinded out win against the Raptors today. And we do got to talk about it. Before we get into it though, I did upload a mock draft for the full first round earlier today. Just a different video. You know, I'm into obviously the Heat, but also college basketball and NBA as well. I wanted to expand this channel into videos that I can talk about as far as the NBA season, because we've had a lot of trade rumors with players and stuff like that. I do want to talk about other teams as well. I don't know if that should be on a separate channel or that should be on this channel. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, because I do want to talk about NBA content, I'm really passionate about that as well. So let me know how you guys think I should do that. If you guys think I should, you know, do that on a separate channel and create a separate channel for that, I will definitely do that. Otherwise, I will, you know, combine this channel with NBA content as well. So whatever you guys prefer, let me know down in the comment section below. Yeah, let's get to the question of the day before we get into everything. Sorry, comment of the day. I want to rebrand it to comment of the day because a lot of you guys have provided excellent comments as well, and I do want to expand it to more than just a question. So the comment of the day comes from my boy Ken Moore, who's been showing love on this channel for a while now. And he kind of gave me a really good reason as to why we did not sign DeMarcus Cousins, when a lot of people were wondering why we did not sign Boogie. He said that, you know, I just don't think Boogie fits the way that we play. He's a floor-bound guy. We like those pick and rolls with the bigs catching lobs. He's not a lob threat. He's more of a pick and pop guy. I completely understand that. That is absolutely true. And I even added to that in the comment section. He is a defensive liability at this point of his career. He's not, you know, doesn't have the foot speed, doesn't have the, you know, he's always been a physical center, but with his Achilles injury, he can't really move around like that. And I just think that he doesn't really fit with our team style, as Ken said. So shout out to Ken for that comment. That was really well said. You know, another reason why we did not sign Boogie. But without further ado, let's get right into it, man. So like I said, very grinded out game tonight, one against the Toronto Raptors. I thought that was going to push us up to the 1 seed, but we are currently like half a game or something like that behind the Chicago Bulls. So we have more wins, but they have less losses. So I think it goes by some percentage or something like that, and they have like a very minute higher percentage, which is why they're a little bit above us in the standings. But that's still really good for us, because the Nets lost. The Cavaliers are on a 5-game winning streak, which is crazy. They're keeping this up, you know, throughout the season. The Bucks are on a 2-game losing streak. The 76ers just lost. So it's tight, man. It's tight down there in the East. This was a very important game, though. We had to capitalize. You know, we should have capitalized against the Sixers, but we definitely capitalized tonight. The Sixers game, I told people on Twitter, do not worry about that game. It was just a game where we missed a bunch of open shots. And shots were not falling, man. You can't really do much about that. But tonight, I think with Bam back, it was a completely different look. I thought we had a pretty good complete performance. Offense, they're a very good defensive team. You got to give them credit, man. They have one of the most unique lineups where they have 4 guys that are 6'8", 6'9" plus in their starting lineup, and they can switch basically 1 through 5, probably like 1 through 4. I don't know if Fred can stay in front of 5s, but Fred can definitely stay in front of like 1. He can definitely stay in front of some small forwards and even some power forwards. He's a very gritty defender. Even tonight, like, our 3-pointers weren't that great. We only shot 9 for 24, but you know, we made them when it counted. PJ Tucker's 3-pointer was big. That was huge. Believe it or not, we out-rebounded them, which I thought was a big feat because, you know, that team, like I said, is very long and very lengthy, and for us to out-rebound them was a big W. We turned the ball over, which I didn't like, but we limited in the second half. We limited the turnovers in the second half. More blocks and steals, more points in the paint, and more free throws. That ultimately won us the game. A lot of key hustle plays down the stretch. I thought for the Raptors, I think Nick Nurse could have used his bench more. I think a lot of his guys were gassed towards the end, like especially like OG Anunoby. I don't think he had a great game. Fred hit the big shot, but I don't think Fred did much in the fourth apart from that. Scotty was good in moments. I really like Scotty. I've watched Scotty since high school. He went to Montverde Academy. He's a West Palm Beach guy. So I've watched Scotty, for a while now, while he was, in the AAU circuit and all that. And I always knew he had talent, and he showed it tonight. Boucher was big off the bench for them. Siakam hit some timely shots for them. But for us, it was kind of balanced effort. Jimmy with the triple-double. Shout out to Bam for the energy when Jimmy got that last rebound. PJ Tucker with the big three. Apart from that, didn't really do much offensively, but that three was huge. Bam, I thought was, I don't know if Bam's right hand is 100%, or I don't know if he trusts it completely yet, because he was taking a lot of left-handed shots tonight. So maybe, once he gets back into a rhythm, you'll start to see him taking more right-handed jump shots, but he hit some timely baskets. Vincent, I thought, was huge defensively. He had some big steals, big defensive possessions, and offensively he hit some good shots. Duncan had a couple of threes where, Bam did the whole dribble handoff action. I think Duncan's shot falls better when, I think it just falls more when Bam is the one giving him the ball, which is weird to say, but I just think that's I don't think it's a coincidence. I just think that's how it is. Strus hit a big three. Hero off the bench was huge, man. He was ridiculously huge today, man. He was, I cannot really emphasize the amount of shots he was hitting over their length. It was insane. He probably was the best player on the court. Now him or Jimmy, like, they were amazing. Hero was really, really good for us. I thought he had some great minutes. And Caleb Martin provided his hustle. As always, we all know what Caleb Martin's about. Hopefully Scotty Barnes is okay. I don't think that was a dirty play. A lot of Raptors fans are going crazy. I think he tried to block the shot and he just didn't. And unfortunately for Scotty Barnes, it resulted in him plummeting into the front row. But I don't think that was a flagrant. Maybe I'm just being biased, but I just think that, you have to know that if you're playing the Miami Heat, they're going to try to block everything they see. And especially on a fast break lane, it's Caleb Martin. This guy's, he hustles. He hustles his tail off every single game. He's going to make that play. He's going to try to make that play. It was not dirty. So I don't want anyone coming at Caleb Martin saying it was a dirty play. It was not a dirty play. And that's 100% facts. But Dwayne Dedmon, we have to get to Dwayne Dedmon, because I think Dwayne Dedmon is a big talking point right now. I've seen a lot of people on Heat Twitter saying that Yurtseven should still be in the rotation. It's tough, man. It's very tough. It is very tough to juggle these minutes around, because these guys, the one benefit of these our stars and guys being injured is that we've seen a lot of development from the youth and from the late guys in the rotation, like Yurtseven. But the one drawback to this is that once everyone gets back, you have to figure out how to balance these minutes out. And I've said it time and time again. Although Yurtseven has played tremendously well for his standards and for what we expected from him, because I didn't expect what Yurtseven did at all. I didn't think Yurtseven was going to clean the glass as well as he did and do all the little things he did when he got minutes. But as well as he's played, that backup center spot is still Dwayne Dedmon's. The starting center spot is Adebayo's. I'm not even entertaining the conversation of starting Yurtseven at the 4. I don't think it's going to work. PJ Tucker defensively is on a whole different level than Yurtseven. And offensively, you can argue that Yurtseven being there allows the Heat to control the glass more. But as you saw, we out-rebounded the Raptors, who have 4 guys who are 6'9" in their starting lineup tonight. So I think we'll be fine. I don't think it's a big problem. I think people are holding on to those 2 Cavs losses that we did not have Jimmy or Bam for. And they're saying that if we're matched up against a bigger team, we're going to struggle with PJ Tucker as our 4. I think we'll be just fine with that. Yurtseven at the 4, he's a 5, man. He's not a power forward. Unless you're trying to say move Bam to the power forward, and we've already seen that Spo is not going to do that. So I don't really get why people are still on the fact that, are still on the opinion that we have to move Yurtseven and Bam in the starting lineup together. Like, what evidence have y'all seen of Yurtseven shooting the 3 in an NBA game? I know he shot it in summer league, but Spo wants his role to be simplified, and that does not include shooting 3. Even Jimmy said it in his press conference. Every time you pop, if every time you set a screen, you start popping, the defense is not really gonna, it's kind of like letting the defense off the hook, especially with a guy with Yurtseven's size and skill set. That's why he's being asked to roll every time he's setting a screen, and the furthest he's taking the jump shot is those mid-range shots, but you can't expect Spo to run out of lineup of him and Bam. It's not going to happen. I think the most realistic shot he has at getting minutes is the backup center spot, but Dedmon is the backup center. He's been the backup center. And the reason that Spo went with Dedmon tonight instead of Yurtseven is because Dedmon has been the backup center when Bam has been injured and when Bam has been starting. Because when Bam was injured, Yurtseven started and Dedmon was the backup. So it doesn't make any sense removing a guy who was a backup when he's already used to that role and putting a guy who was starting like Yurtseven into that backup position where he's not used to being a backup. Yurtseven was used to being a starter, so there's no use of him. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really benefit the team moving Yurtseven to the backup center position for Bam when Dwayne Dedmon has really been used to playing that position the whole season. So that spot is Dwayne Dedmon's. Yurtseven is going to get his time. Do not fret. This is not something we have to rush. Yurtseven is still a rookie. People still tend to forget that he's a rookie. He has a lot of time in this league. And eventually, I do think he'll have a spot on the rotation as Dwayne Dedmon gets older and as our front court players like PJ Tucker and Keith get older. Like Yurtseven, the minutes will open up for Yurtseven. They will open up for Yurtseven. Another reason why we did not play him tonight: the Raptors are one of the most athletic teams in the league, and they are one of the most fast-paced teams in the league. Yurtseven does not by fast-paced I mean in transition. They're one of the most deadly teams. I don't know off the top of my head what their pace is, so I don't want you guys coming at my head. By fast-paced, I mean they're a very deadly team on the transition, and I don't think Yurtseven's style fits that. I think Yurtseven fits, like against Embiid. I thought Yurtseven did well there because Embiid is like a guy who you dump the ball down to, he gets into his offense, makes a play, blah, 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 blah. Against the Raptors, they don't really have that big guy who you dump the ball into down low. It's kind of like a bunch of wings / forwards just running down the, like, because Precious is not a center. Precious just plays center because he has to for them, but he's not a center. And off the bench, Chris Boucher was like a power forward in my opinion. I don't think he's a center. I don't see Chris Boucher as a center. So I think Dwayne Dedmon fit a lot better for the style of this game. So hopefully that clears it up because like I don't want that much division in the fan base over Yurtseven playing versus Yurtseven not playing. We're currently the number 2 seed. We're just fine. With Yurtseven or without Yurtseven, I think we'll be fine. With Dedmon playing, it's still a plus. If Yurtseven plays, it's fine. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal because I think Dedmon should be the backup center, but if you think Yurtseven should be the backup center, it's your opinion. I think Yurtseven will get his time soon in the league, and I think he'll be good then. I think the discussion should be about whether you want Caleb Martin, Max Strus, and Gabe Vincent in the rotation come playoff time, because that's the positions where I think are the most open. I don't think the center position is as open as the guard and the wing positions, especially because we don't know about Victor Oladipo's future, Markieff Morris's future, with his, I don't know when he's coming back, KZ Okpala. Like, those are the positions that we have to be talking about as to whether Gabe Vincent should stay in the rotation come playoff time, Caleb Martin, Max Strus. Those are the guys we have to be talking about, and not Omer Yurtseven, because I don't see Omer Yurtseven playing over Dwayne Dedmon or Bam Adebayo, and I don't not see him playing at the 4 either. So hopefully that basically settles all that. And yeah, coming up we have the Trailblazers. That should be a winnable game. Like I said, the Trailblazers, they're terrible defensively. But we should win that game. I think Dame is out as well. So Anthony Simons has been killing though. He's been absolutely killing. So that's going to be a tough matchup. But and CJ McCollum is back. But apart from that, I think we'll be good against them. And hopefully we secure the 1 seed and garner the respect of the league. And yeah, I'll see y'all later as always, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Peace.